This is the story of a young kangaroo, whose first name is Susie, though her mom calls her Sue. As a baby, she rode in Mom's pouch, which was great, but those happy days ended when young Susie gained weight. Then Mom helped her learn how to hop on her own, a kangaroo's first step to become fully grown. With patience and practice, Susie learned how to hop. And once she began, well, she just couldn't stop. She hopped and she hopped. There was no standing still. There was no going back. Every bounce was a thrill. Hops tickled her tummy. It was almost like flying. She loved going up and came down without trying. But to hop in the house is far from appealing. It flattens the chairs and leaves dents in the ceiling. Sit still, her mom told her. And poor Susie tried, but she just couldn't make all those hops stay inside. If she didn't stop soon, she would make herself ill. Susie hopped in her sleep. The girl never stayed still. Dad said, "She's hop crazy. What on earth shall we do?" Her parents were worried. Her teachers were too. "This girl hops too much," read Susie's reports. But they also said Susie was brilliant at sports. She excelled at the high jump, and she loved basketball, where her hopping made up for not being so tall. Sports teacher Smith said, "She's one of the best, but she gets overtired. She simply won't rest." Then along came the day of a basketball game. But Susie hopped on a splinter and cried out in pain. Smith rushed to her side when he heard Susie shout. He said, "Just hold still, and I'll soon take it out." "Hold still?" exclaimed Susie. "But I just don't know how." "The time to start learning," Smith told her, "is now." Trying hard not to wriggle, Susie held up her toe. She wanted to move, but she told herself, "No!" While Sue shut her eyes, concentrating intently, Smith found the splinter and pulled it out, gently. "Well done!" shouted Smith. "I am very impressed. For the sake of a splinter, you've just had a rest. Now, may I suggest that you make it your aim to save up your hops for the basketball game?" For a moment, Smith wondered if Sue was okay. Then he called out her name, and she hopped up to play. But she didn't just hop. Oh no, not at all. She looked for her teammates and passed them the ball. She'd pretend to move left, then hop to the right. Then she'd shoot when the net was in range and in sight. The other team marveled at Susie's ability. She hopped circles around them with grace and agility. Sue scored 14 points.